Hi, this video will deal with act of shooting in basketball, specifically on what is commonly known, especially in the USA, as the rip-through movement, and we will analyze one play action to try and give more clarity for the fact that in these situations it could be that coaches, players, fans, and even sometimes referees are in doubt whether a foul happened during the act of shooting or not. So let's kickstart our video. As probably most of you are aware, in the FIBA rule changes which come into effect on 1st October 2020, now there are different definitions for, on one side, what is termed as a shot, like for example a stationary shot or a jump shot, and another definition for what is termed as a continuous movement. Therefore, the act of shooting now has been defined differently for a normal shot and, on the other side, a shot during the continuous movement. The reason for this change was that the old rule was not very clear that there is a difference in these two circumstances, and the rule has been amended to introduce concepts that define the act of shooting in these two different circumstances. On the screen, you are seeing the relevant information as regards a player in the act of shooting on a normal shot. And as you could see, in the act of shooting, like for example in the case of Steph Curry here shooting a jump shot, the act of shooting, according to the rules, begins when the player, in the judgment of the referee, starts to move the ball upwards towards the opponent basket. Therefore, the upward movement, the start of the upward movement, is the start of the act of shooting. And in this video, we're going to see an action where there is a rip-through movement with a foul that occurs before the act of shooting starts. So let's watch this video. Here we are seeing the player Kevin Durant being fouled, and now in slow-mo, let's see exactly what happens. We have the Kevin Durant doing the horizontal rip-through movement. The foul occurs in this instant when the player is moving the hands horizontally, definitely the start of the shooting action, that is, the upward movement, has not started. Therefore, the foul has occurred in this moment. And as you could see, this foul occurs before the start of the upward movement. Therefore, this is a foul not in the act of shooting, but a foul before the act of shooting. The penalty would be a throw-in for the team in white from the sideline. Let's see the action all over again. Rip-through movement, foul before the act of shooting. In this action, we're going to see a similar play with a rip-through movement and a foul before the act of shooting. So let's see the video here. We have the player in blue, Billups, making the movement and being fouled. This is the action from another angle. And now we'll be seeing it in slow-mo. Billups starts the horizontal action, as you're going to see here. The defender having his hand also horizontally. The foul is made here as Billups is starting his horizontal action and contacting the defender's arms. Therefore, the foul occurs here. A foul before the start of the upward movement, and therefore a foul before the act of shooting. Correct call by the referee to call a foul, but this foul is before the act of shooting. It occurred during the rip-through movement, as we are seeing here, in real speed. In the third and last video in this sequence, we're going to see a foul in the act of shooting. Why? Because the upward movement has started. Let's watch the video and analyze. Here we have the situation where Brook Lopez starts his upward movement and is fouled. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Here, Lopez starts his upward movement. The upward movement is starting. Therefore, as we saw at the start of the video, the act of shooting begins when the upward movement starts. Therefore, the act of shooting on a stationary shot starts when the upward movement starts. Let's see what's going to happen again now. We have the foul there that has occurred now during the upward movement. Therefore, this would be a foul in the act of shooting. We'll see the action in real playing time and speed. Here it is. Foul, penalty, 2 free throws for Brook Lopez. Thanks for watching.